Man, welcome back to the Fake Stuff Podcast. Back at it again. And we gambling. It's time to make that money. Craft Man in the building. What's going on, Craft Man?
I just got home from work, ready to talk some football. I'm a little sad tonight though, thinking about the Super Bowl coming up. Football's about to be over. I just remember how excited I was in like September, right before that first game.
Right. And now it's over with. I mean, this right here is pretty much it right here. Last gambling episode of the year for sure. And for those of y'all, if you were tuning in, you would hear me or Craft Man. We'd go solo, and I would place every bet in the description. Might do something like that again because me and Craft Man is only one game to talk about. We're not expecting to be on here long this go around, so I'm not going to be time stamping stuff this time. I might just place all the bets that we got in our description like we did all year, and maybe roll it again next year. We'll see how we do it next year. But yeah, Craft Man, this about sums it all up right here. Last time, last go round, last shebang.
Yep.
Anything you want to say? I mean, I don't even know what to say except for unless you're just ready to dive right in.
Yeah, I'm ready to dive right in, but just because it's the end of I just want everybody to know it, just because it's the end of the football season, we got a lot planned for the off season. We're going to be on here at least once a week. We'll be dropping some episodes during the off season, so just keep hanging with us and check out the content we're going to be bringing out.
Yeah, heck, me and Craft Man, because we do Dynasty, we do Redraft, we do Gambling. Me and the Craft Man probably going to dive into some of these rookies. We'll probably have the crew in here for some Dynasty rankings, get into some Superflex, startups. We know that's what people want to. Hey, I mean, my favorite stuff is Dynasty rankings, the Superflex startups type stuff like that.
Oh, man.
So
we're gonna get into a lot of startup
people,
drafts too. That's gonna be fun to just do a lot of mock startups and stuff. Get the ADP.
Yeah, settled. Hell yeah. So we do. We out here doing our thing. But Super Bowl, what number, Crab Man? What did we decide? What Super Bowl this was? Don't even fucking know.
It's like 50, 59, 51, 50 something.
Heck, I don't even know. So. Let's just go ahead and break it on down. I mean, I've been going back and forth, had a couple weeks to think about it. And let's see, what's today? Wednesday. So this episode's coming out either Wednesday night or like really early Thursday morning, like in the middle of the night. So I've had a week and a half to think about it. And Craft Man, I've done it once. I've done it twice. I've done it a million times. I done bet against the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm doing that shit again. And I'm going to put money on the Eagles. and listen, man, part of it is it's like a three-peat. It's like, come on, man, I'm playing the odds on that. Like, I mean, I know they're in the Super Bowl, but a three-peat? I mean, come on now. Also, I wish I had the stat in front of me, but Jalen Hurts, he's kind of in rare territory with quarterbacks who lose their first Super Bowl once they get into the Super Bowl. A lot of these quarterbacks, when they lose, they don't even make it back. But a lot of them, when they do, if they do make it back, they win on that second go-round. And I'm just thinking this could be the time that Jalen Hurts, they fell off last year, crashed and burned, but here they are, they back at it. I'm going to put my money on them. If you see at the bottom of the screen, I got Eagles money line. I got it as a pick 'em. Me and Craftman were talking about it earlier. And he has seen odds where Kansas City are the underdogs. The site where I do mainly all my betting, Eagles are the underdogs as of now. So we already know that shit's flipping back and forth. So just for purposes, I put pick 'em. But just know that Eagles money line, that's where I roll. And also, me and Craft Man, we like the under at 48.5. I'm not going to put money on the under. But I will be putting money on the Eagles money line. What say you, Craft Man?
We're in very rare territory right now with me and you both agreeing. And for it to be the Super Bowl that we both agree on, I know at the very beginning we were both on the Chiefs, but the more I got to thinking about it, they do win all the time. They win Super Bowls. What's this, Mahomes? This would be his fourth Super Bowl victory.
I think this will be I thought it would be his third, but
I think he's got three. I think he's been to four. I think this is his fifth Super Bowl appearance, and this would be his fourth Super Bowl win, I think.
Right.
Don't quote me on that, though. I might be wrong, but I think that's what it is.
And I just want to say, Patrick Mahomes, we used to talk about, like when I'm with the crew, we'd be talking about all-time quarterback rankings. Patrick Mahomes, for sure, is number 2 all-time on my list forever. He ain't gonna make it to. You ain't gonna make it to 1. I'm just being real. Like you're 1-2 versus Tom Brady, and you're 0-2 versus him in the playoffs, and you lost to him in the Super Bowl and got smacked by him. You're gonna have to get like 8 Super Bowls for me to even consider it. But
yeah, it's gonna be hard to get. It's gonna be hard to get 7. But I gotta ask you, conspiracy theorist Matt, you gotta put on your conspiracy theory hat.
Oh yeah,
you're picking the Eagles. Are you going to be watching the refs as hard as you are watching the game and trying to see what kind of calls Kansas City is going to be getting?
Right. Like my thing is like when I put my conspiracy theory hat on, I really don't believe it's necessarily rigged for the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Like I just always believe the NFL is rigged for Vegas. But it looks like a lot of people are putting money on the Eagles, so that's why I'm going to be looking at the Chiefs like that because I feel like a lot of people are going. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I wish I did for this episode, but I feel like there's a lot of bets being placed on Eagles money line. And I mean, I'm doing it myself, so I'm probably rolling with the public on this one. So you know me, I just like to take a look at these kickers, and when there's a review and it's controversial, that's why they always put indisputable evidence and stuff like the call stands and not confirmed. Yeah, they do that for a reason. That's all I know. So. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm not too worried about, I don't think Roger Goodell's like, yo, man, we got to have the Chiefs for a 3-peat. Like, I don't really believe that, but I just believe Vegas calls the shots.
I know a lot of people. I've been talking with the White Snake on the phone all day, and he's like, man, got to have all the Swifties watching the game, and it's going to bring ratings. And I'm just like, man, I think if the Bills were in the Super Bowl, I think the ratings might be a little higher, but that's just my opinion. So I mean, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist at all. My argument, and I don't want to go on too long about this, but my argument about why the Chiefs get a lot of calls is Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs always play at home during the playoffs. I think he's only played like 3 road playoff games. And if you're a referee in a hostile environment, you're probably going to be pressed to make a couple calls and maybe favor the home team. That's kind of how it works, So I think that might be the reason they get a little bit more calls in some situations. So,
yeah, can't disagree. I think the reason why I like to roll with the under on this is because I've decided, I talked to Poor Man P. Miller all year, and basically we're always talking game script and we're always talking about where the money's going. So to me, if Eagles are going to win the football game, to me it means Saquon Barkley's involved in the game. You know what I'm saying? And that O-line's involved. So to me, running the ball, clock running, under 48.5, that's what I'm thinking. Not putting my money on this one. I'm not confident in that one. Well, hey, Crapman says go ahead and do it. You might as well do it. Guy I work with always asks me, what do you think the score is going to be? He's making his predictions, and I was leaning. I mean, Craftman said at the beginning, before we even recorded, I was saying 24-21, maybe like a 27-24 type game or something like that, but I'm not expecting a shootout.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, where I think both offenses are going to be able to move a little bit, but both defenses are stout as could be. We've seen both these offenses struggle throughout the season, and they're just going to be kind of conservative until the fourth quarter where things might get out and get crazy, but it's going to be a very fun game to watch. I mean, I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people don't want to see these teams in the Super Bowl, but I think these are the 2 best teams, truthfully.
Yeah. Hey, right when the Kansas City won, I was like, man, I don't want to watch it neither, but hey, a couple of days roll by and I'm like, yeah, I can't wait. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say about the game line of game scripts, or we could just hop on over to the prop bets if you got anything else you want to add to it.
I think we're all around that 24-21 type score. I think there's going to be some. 21 don't mean a lot of field goals, but I could see something close to that, 24-20. I think they're going to be, getting stopped in the red zone a couple of times. Like, I just don't see it being a high-flying game. But I remember saying that about the Commanders and the Lions, so I don't want to I really look dumb on that one.
Hey, I took the under on that one and lost that by like halftime. It was like midway
It
through the
was
second. I was like,
crazy.
well, that one's over. But I mean, all right,
That
crap,
was
man. Look,
nuts.
man, the money lines and the over and unders, that's my thing. All year the prize picks, most of the prize picks you've seen have come from C Swizzy, NDB, and the Craftman Pack fan over here. So Craftman and NDB got a couple picks for us, and we're gonna go ahead and bring them up. Craftman, go. You might as well. I'm gonna pull them up on the screen. You might as well just go ahead and read them off and get on with it.
All right, well, we're taking some overs in this game. There's a couple unders that I was kind of flirting with, AJ Brown, some players like that. But I still like a lot of the overs. So there's a free pick, free square, motherfucker, on Prize Picks. It's Patrick Mahomes for one passing yard. So get on there. It's live until Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and hit that. But the picks that I got, Jalen Hurts for a rushing touchdown. That's just a bet that the Eagles are going to get on the 1 or 2 yard line. If it happens, you already know he's going to score. It's one of the easiest bets all season.
Agreed.
So, another one, Kareem Hunt for a rushing touchdown. It's kind of a demon pick, so it's worth a little bit more. But I don't think it's not like picking, Justin Watson to score a touchdown.
Right.
Or something like that kind of payout, or Mecole Hardman coming back and, getting in the end zone. Like, that'd be worth some money. But, yeah, Kareem Hunt scored the last 2 games. He's getting the rushing attempts on the goal line. He's getting most of the rushing attempts for the Chiefs at this point anyway. And it's been playoff time for Kareem Hunt. That's kind of the way it's been rolling. So, But I got Xavier Worthy over 6.5 rushing yards. And this one's kind of tough because I get it. Like, the little pop pass, that don't count as a rushing attempt. He's going to be in motion. They might throw it forward instead of handing it off for a rushing attempt. But the way I feel like the Chiefs can beat the Eagles, they're not going to be able to run at Jalen Carter. They're not going to be able to run straight up the gut all game. You're going to see Xavier Worthy in motion a lot just to try to get their eyes kind of focused on him, get him the ball out on the edge and see what he can do with it. So I think he can get that. You've seen a lot of end arounds with Xavier Worthy taking off this year. So he's done that, and I think the past 2 games. And then I got Jake Elliott for 1.5 field goals. I like both kickers in this game because it's just going to be – I like kickers in dome settings. That is going to be a very competitive game. So I always like the kickers in those. Even though Jake Elliott's kind of a bum and he misses kicks all the time, like if he don't get it, I feel like it's going to be because he missed one, not because he didn't get the opportunity to hit 2 field goals. So Butker, he's worth a little bit less for 2 field goals. I like him too, and then couldn't put the Mahomes one in because I used the free square, but Noah likes the Patrick Mahomes 5.5 rushing attempts, taking the over on that. Yeah. And a kneel down at the end of the game counts as a rushing attempt too. So that's one thing to keep in mind.
Yeah. Nah, no doubt. I like these ones right here, and I feel like they kind of go along with what we were talking about earlier, going on along with the under at 48.5. Like Mahomes getting his rushing attempts, and then field goal kickers. If people are kicking field goals and not scoring touchdowns, that kind of goes along with how we think the game's going to go anyways. So I'm with you. I'm with you the whole way. I'm going to literally take every single one of these bets, and everyone that you're listening, if you check the description, if you're on YouTube, look at the bottom. Man, go ahead and copy them up. And if you don't like all of them, mix and match with the ones you do like and go ahead and make that money. And don't forget that free square, motherfucker.
Got to put that in. That's just easy money.
That's going to be one thing all year. I'm going to always be next year when we do the gambling, anytime there's any kind of promo or something like that, even though we're not sponsored by these people, we're just going to be like, yo, make sure you get it, make some easy money. Because that's what it's all about. Like, we're not here. It's like I say it all the time. We're not on here giving advice and shit, but we want to make money. And I want all y'all to make money, and I want to make money. So we might as well help each other out. You see them promos, we're going to be dishing them out, making sure everybody's cashing out.
Yeah, and at the start of the season, they always do, like on Prize Picks, they did 4 straight weeks of free squares to start the year. They're going to try to get everybody on that they can to, get on the site. And at the end of the year, they're going to do a lot of promos to get people in on the other sports because if the NFL's over, I see a lot of free lineups for the NBA going on. They're going to be sending out a lot of promos because once football's over, they want you to stay, stay betting. So,
hey, shoot, on Prize Picks every Tuesday, they be doing Taco Tuesday or whatever, and they be hooking you up with hockey. I'm over there throwing 2-leg hockey bets. I don't know a damn thing about it, but I've been over there making money on it, so I'm going to keep on doing it. So, man, crap, man. I mean, we pretty much summed up the whole damn Super Bowl for these folks. Is there anything you would like to add?
I mean, not really. Fly, Eagles, fly, I guess. I mean, if somebody's got to win, it might as well be the Eagles. And there's a couple things on these Prize Picks that you might like other than the stuff we got. Like we didn't mention Kelsey, in the Super Bowl. He might have a game. Saquon's rushing yards is way up there. There's some other stuff on there, but these are the ones that we chose that we like the best this week.
It's time to make that money and cash it, man. Scared money don't make no money. Crap, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the outro. Can you hear me? I'll make us an intro and an outro on here for y'all, so y'all don't have to look at me and Craft Man just bobbing our heads and shit all the time. But Craft Man, is there anything you'd like to add, man?
No, man, I'm good. I appreciate everybody for listening this football season. We're going to keep the content rolling and, stick with us. It's going to be a fun off season. We're going to get ready for next season. But we out, man.
Peace.
Peace.